everybody, and welcome to the Eye of the Sun Week 7 pre-show. This is not the actual campaign. We're gonna be starting in about 15 minutes. We're just gonna be talking about a couple of stuff that needs talking about in our campaign. Firstly, as you can see in the overlay, we now have 5 players. That is quite unfortunate. It is because Gizmo, playing Cyrus Silvershoot, whose character work we shall not remove yet. We shall do it until next time, but I haven't had the time with all the schedule that I've had to complete this whole week. He's not going to be playing anymore, so we're just going to be playing with the 5 people you see now. We're not going to be bringing any additional new players. I hope you will enjoy it. Let's talk a bit about. Do you guys want to say anything about the situation?
Okay, I'm pretty sure
Hello.
he couldn't really make it due to time constraints. And
Yeah,
that's
university, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But he
just
seems to be
wish,
doing what he wants
just
to do.
wish Gizmo good luck on his university, on his
Yeah.
studies.
And
So-
Wogga Wogga.
Yeah?
Wogga Wogga. Yes, that is a real place.
Wogga Wogga.
So, officially, how has everyone been?
It's a bar in Newcastle, Wagga Wagga.
Yeah.
Been
How?
looking
What
exci-
have you been doing, guys?
Looking forward to getting level 20 by killing this level 80 wizard or whatever. Oh yeah.
Oh, I learned how to play another. I learned how to play another note on the ukulele. I can now play.
Can you play Hot Cross Buns?
Excellent.
That is beautiful. I cry every time.
Like this if we cry every time.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. Anybody else wanna talk about what they've been doing this past couple of weeks?
I went to Lloyd's last night. Apparently, I didn't even know that.
I have been planning for additional small adventures.
Oh, yes.
You will continue this Monday with our adventure at hand. But if we're not playing, I don't know. Did Chris say? Is he back next Monday?
Yeah. He should be back next Monday. Simon says should end this at least this adventure in our mind, from what I gather, should end this Monday, and he said that he would leave on another vacation in May or something like that. So it's not that far off. And basically when he's off and games are not running or we have spare time, we're gonna be running additional Simon Says shows, where Simon DMs small one-shots and adventures.
Sounds good. And it'll be like one or two sessions because, yeah, small adventures.
Interesting.
He's a master of
Lots.
disguise.
Yeah, it's playing on the
And-
D&D 3.5 system, very much similar to the one we're using in this campaign. A couple of different tweaks there and there because
Yeah, I mean, there's some preference that I have that I don't share with Chucky, but there's not much actually. Just a couple of things, and it's free. I mean, we will switch cast every time.
Every 5 minutes when you hear.
Yep.
it.
5 minutes.
The show will still be
Change
streamed.
places.
The show will still be streamed on my channel, even if I'm not playing. I think that's what we talked about. Unless you can.
Yeah, but it's probably good if you're present.
Yeah, I will always be up to
Well,
play.
what he's saying is, Chucky, is you can stream it, but he doesn't want you to play anymore. Sorry.
No, I do want to play. I have very much enjoyed the last session we had. It was very funny. I think in the whole all the role plays we've been doing, there are a lot of inner conflicts between the characters and such. But in this, because Simon made the characters, they bring in a kind of harmony that I very much enjoy.
Oh. Talking about internet, by the way.
Talking about internets, what?
Hello.
What?
What?
What are we talking about?
What are you talking
Well,
about,
what is
Simon?
good?
You what, mate?
Simon.
Nobody's disconnected.
Nobody's listening.
Nobody-
Everybody's here. There are no drop frames on my end.
Okay, I was like,
Okay.
what?
Nope.
I
Someone
wonder,
mentioned
I wonder
these.
if I can actually watch your stream.
Yeah, maybe.
By the way, very funny thing. If you can see the little cage on that side, that is my new pet. That is a gecko, salamander gecko.
What's his name?
So no, a leopard gecko. His name is a Romanian name because I got it from a couple of friends at a party I went last night. It was like my birthday party in some ways. It was like 5 days off the actual birthday, but we did it then because we didn't have time to do it any other time. And I got that as one of my gifts, which was very awesome. And I spent all my day.
What's his name?
His name is Gica.
Geeka.
Basically, that's how you pronounce it, Gica.
Ika.
Should I call him Bob?
We have no
Sounds like
idea if he's a boy or a girl. Like, there's literally no idea. I've talked to the guys with the
Check
pistol.
for that, you know?
I've talked
I'll be
to.
honest though, I haven't checked Bob either though, so he could be a boy or a girl goblin as well.
Barbarella.
Oh, you have carried around Bob for quite some time now. You should be able to tell.
Well, he hasn't told you yet if he has a crush on you or not. If that's what you're trying to imply.
He could be gay. That's like. It's unreliable if he has a crush.
Why? What is this?
Gay goblin.
Gay goblin.
Gay goblin. Okay.
Okay.
Well, anything else you guys want to talk about before we start?
Yeah, you need to read what I'm about to PM you, but you can carry on.
Yeah, I'm
Gary's
opening
once
up.
again trying to kill the party.
No, it's nothing to do with that.
By
Since we still got a bit of time,
Go on.
I have a second edition D&D campaign that I've been working away on, and that should start up in the next, well, soon. What soon means is very
Next
relative, but is
Dark
very
Heresy
very
soon.
relative. It's Dark Heresy soon, but that should be good. It might be streamed. I don't know how it's going to work out, but should be good.
Okay.
gonna
And an
let,
additional
Chucky-
thing. Go on.
Yeah, one thing. I'm just gonna message you as well.
You gonna what?
All
Message
the
me.
I'm going to
secrets.
message you as well.
Ah, okay. Everybody message me something secret about your personal lives, so we can use
Okay.
that.
I'm just going
Okay.
to message you the relevant point.
Okay, one additional thing about our show, Wasteland 2110, the Apocalypse World Show,
Chucky,
Af-
Chucky.
Chucky, yeah,
2110.
2110, okay.
21.
Please,
When-
Chucky.
And yes, Simon, we will have that. So, after that finishes, because if you are familiar with the R&D show where they played Apocalypse World, it isn't a big campaign. Like, Apocalypse World is made just to be like a story and be entertaining, but it's not that big. From what 2D has told me, I gather that's going to be like 10 to 15 sessions, something like that.
Could be less depending on how the story goes.
Yep.
But it's not really like, it's not like D&D where, you know, you kill the big bad guy and then there's a bigger bad guy like a dragon or something like that. It's just like
Guys.
your characters become complete, the story is finished, like there's no more story. You've played Apocalypse World.
The radio will live on.
And
So
like
what
if
about
you
se-
wanted to keep playing, you'd make new characters and do something else.
No, Jack. We can carry
About
on with the characters that
survival
we-
and sex.
Yeah, survival and sex. Okay, what I wanted to say is after that show, we will not like play an additional Wasteland. Like we're not gonna continue that show, but there are gonna be a lot of new, like not big shows, like 10, 5 weeks shows, on different systems. Basically what R&D does, that's what we're trying to do. We're gonna rotate between people, or we're gonna have the same cast from Wasteland. Like, that's not decided yet, but I'm really fond of the idea of playing different systems, because I have a lot of different systems and I know a lot of different systems. Like, if you are a regular on my stream, you know that we play a lot of different role-playing systems. So I'm very intent on trying to figure out new ones to see if we'll strike gold and find a very interesting one. That is still in the making. We are not 100% sure on that, but we'll see how it goes. And we are close to start time for Eye of the Storm, so if you have anything else to say, we should go to Chippendale because he wanted to do something.
Maybe if the people who watch regularly want a system to be tried, they could message you and we could think about doing that.
Yeah, of course. Feel
Give the
free.
people what they want.
Message
Chucky.
made.
Give
As I said before,
up.
feel free to message me on Twitch or on Twitter anything you want, from criticism, opinions, considerations, like what you want to see, what you want to see done, what other shows you would want to see on this channel. Right, just message me and we'll talk about it. Right. I consider every message we get, unless it's not just made as a joke. Okay, Simon, do your thing.
If I may, okay. So basically, we were all waiting for me to restore my holy symbol. Basically, that's why we waited so long. And I wanted to start off at where I completed. Is there anyone who wants to do anything before that, yes, or something? I mean,
I give everyone a slap in the face, just good old times.
Was there anything important that we found out? Because when I wasn't there, we played. Well, we didn't play, but we kind of role played the 3 days.
Oh yes, if somebody was here when Isa and Gizmo missed the last session, we did like a very short show on like them talking, role-playing each other and talking to the apparition of the wizard. There were a couple of important things that you might have missed. The wizard knows the necromancer. They have been childhood friends. The necromancer was tasked with finding out where this evil is coming from and reporting back to the capital here. He came back and he told everybody that a massive army that they could not defend the city was coming, so they retreated to this underground fortification they have. Not made by them, of course. It's been there for thousands of years before they came, like the people who colonized the city. The necromancer lied. The force was not that big, but because most of the people we treated, they did not have enough people to protect the city. So the orc, goblin, and usually mercenary force managed to destroy everything left of the army that protected the city and encroach the entire city. So that's how they found out, the party found out how the city was actually conquered. What else? You find out that everyone, like through the 4 main villains you need to fight, each one of them is in one of the main cities on the big continents, on the major continents. You know that you are now on like an island in the middle, and there are 2 very big continents to the sides of this island. And on this like on each continent there are 2 main cities, where the main 2 of the main villains reside in each one of them. Let's see. Yes, I got the message, Nick. We're not going to that too much now. We're gonna talk about it later.
Good. We can talk
What was
later.
this collusion? Endless collusion.
Treachery.
And you have found out
A
there are
lot more
2
kills.
port cities to the side of the Eye of the Storm. As you know, as you know this island to be named. There are 2 port cities to the side of this island, and they are under enemy forces as well, under control of enemy forces. They are the only way of getting out of the island, because the other, like navigating from whatever other part of the island is impossible due to extremely powerful currents that stop any kind of navigation. There are 2 families, part of the, called the same way, they're called the navigators, and they are the only ones who can basically sail people to one side to the other. And that's how you need to get out of this city if you want to ever get to the main continent. And that should
And luckily,
be...
Bob happens to be a navigator, so we're fine.
That's
Saying all the
about
spoilers.
everything.
Yeah.
Shippendale, you can continue on with what you want to do.
So basically, will make sure that there's a lot of room for me to, because I imagine the last moments of the ritual would require some symbols drawn on the ground. At least what I expect it to be. So I guess people are sitting around watching. At least that's what I imagine they are.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys
Yeah.
are sitting around watching him, you're sitting around watching him.
So basically, what I do is that when the ritual is, when the last part of the ritual is going to begin, I am in a circle, like a drawn circle with some kind of mineral salt, and I'm chanting words very mysteriously, and my holy symbol, which is a carved out, circle, in more like a moon thing. It starts rising up in the air. It's levitating, and you all see like streams of light, with very dim light, of course, starts circling around, and I also start to lift up as this holy symbol is rising up. I also is levitating off the floor, and there's my eyes are closed, and there's only the chanting is fading. It's getting very faint, and then all of a sudden it's like a bright flash of light, just, and then you can see me going down again with like an aura of magic as I descend, and my holy symbol is then how do you say, not edged into, but like you can see it like on my neck, like it have it's like how do you call it, a necklace now. It's on my chest.
So essentially, Cadence is now confirmed as Raven from the Teen Titans.
Yes. But then it was is that no. So
I think I vote for us moving forward because I haven't charged anything in 4 weeks and I'm getting antsy.
you cannot charge.
Interesting.
Gotta charge something.
After the flash, you just go and charge it.
Yeah, it's not. I mean,
Like-
it's not a blinding effect or anything. Just it's a bright flash of light, but it's not too. You're not feeling any. You may feel a sense of calm and peace, perhaps a little more tranquil than you were before. And Chuck, you can say if that's fine. I mean,
Yeah, that is fine. I'm taking this just as like a ritual in itself. This is not like any relevance to your powers or so.
You haven't just hacked in the ability to fuck.
I've just as far as you know, I regained my bond with my goddess.
Yes, and you
That's
are
like-
you have regained your bond with your goddess. This is true. You
So,
feel your
I am-
goddess back near you.
So I also start a ritual, but this one is a ritual of giving me more levels, and I start to channel it. The whole party feels more levels going on.
I'm
Can
feeling
I
a solid
get that?
+3
I'm
levels.
okay with this.
It's feeling
I'm
pretty nice.
feeling
I feel
like
stronger.
Eight whole
my
eight whole
my god,
levels.
this has never been so high.
Okay, we will now start the actual show. So in about 2 to 3 minutes, you should see the introduction with the music playing on, and then we'll start the session. So starting with right in
Let's
2
go.
minutes.
Let's just go now.
Yeah, we're going.
go.
1 sec.
Let's go.
We don't